I gotta be quiet while I cut so I can focus. Otherwise I'll be like pantomiming like, and that's the that on that. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jacy and it is Meal Prep Monday. So make sure to check out my last Meal Prep Monday. Basically, it's like a beauty gurus get ready with me where they do their makeup, but instead of doing my makeup, you're coming along with me while I meal prep my weekly meals. That's all. So if you like these kind of videos, make sure to like and subscribe down below. I do a lot of random things on my channel, from hair and beauty to meal prepping and eating spicy things with my brother. So if you're interested, I'd love for you to join along. But let's get started on our meal prep. First, most important meal of the day, breakfast. So on this week's menu for breakfast, we are going to be doing omelets. So our omelets are going to have red onions, mushrooms, some spinach for little extra vegetables, and sun-dried tomatoes because I am obsessed with those. And as our side, we're going to have some strawberries just for a little bit of fruit. So because it's an omelet, we're not going to meal prep the eggs. That's gross. But I do like to meal prep the ingredients and spread them out evenly over 5 days, because before I wouldn't necessarily like package this, and it's not, you don't have to like Tupperware all of the separate ingredients since it's not even like cooked, but that way I can portion out and ration accurately, because I have had it before where I'll like do too many mushrooms on day 1 and then day 5 I have no mushrooms. It's a problem. So first let's start cutting up the strawberries. Everything is washed and rinsed and washed. So this week I am trying to eat a little bit healthier. My sister was supposed to be getting married this November, but coronavirus happened and she's a COVID bride, so it got canceled. So when that happened, I realized, oh wait, I don't have to try to fit into a dress this November. I can kind of take it easy on my workout regimen. Guys, I haven't worked out in like a month. Like a month. Plus I've been doing my like LA bucket list videos where I'm like going out to eat at dessert places or at burger places. So I have been absolutely living it up. But it also means my pants are fitting a little tighter these days. So that's why we're going to revert back to eating a little bit healthier, making more mindful decisions, and also just not keeping snacks in the house. That's been a big thing, because I think I meal prep every week and I'll always have like healthy meals on hand, but it's been happening lately where I'll be like, I don't want to eat the salad. Ooh, there's chippy chips in the cupboard. Ooh, I did buy popsicles in case guests came over. I could just eat those. Yeah, so not good. So we're gonna eat strawberries and vegetable omelets this week. Strawberries are chopped up and done. Our cutting board is rinsed off. I should talk to you guys. I'm gonna put the chicken for our chicken bowls for dinner in the oven, so that way we can prep everything while it's cooking. Continuing on with breakfast, I'm gonna prep just the portions for our omelet. So I have some rinsed mushrooms here, so I'm gonna ration those out. It may look like a lot of mushrooms, and that's because it is. Ow. I like mushrooms, and they were on sale, so I figured mushrooms will be almost like the meat part of the omelets. Plus, mushrooms are like spinach, where it cooks down to like nothing, so it's really not that many mushrooms. That much of mushrooms. Usher? Ugh, I'm just gonna cut this onion. Actually, I don't know if I want to cut the onion on camera, because I feel like you guys are gonna judge my technique, because it shouldn't even be considered a technique. I like my onions paper thin, so it's easier to cook. Maybe I will keep this in. This isn't that bad. This isn't that bad. Ugh. Ow. Alright, I'm done with that. Again, it's easier to chop it all up at once. I only have to do this one time and not every day chopping up a little bit more. Ow. Moving on. Oh, I'm still burning. Okay, next we're gonna do our salads. On this week's lunch menu is gonna be Italian salads, which has pepperoncinis, olives, salami, cucumbers, and sun-dried tomatoes, and it's topped with a little homemade vinaigrette that I make. So if you recall from my last meal prep with me video, I always do prepackaged lettuce because after a while when you're meal prepping for so long, like the convenience is worth a couple extra bucks, especially if I have to do so many meals at once. So some prepackaged lettuce, and then I'll start assembling these. Last time I talked to you guys doing one of these, I was obsessed with Community, the show. And I've kind of like fallen off the wagon, like it's weight loss or something. I think I mentioned before that like I have such a low attention span when it comes to shows, and I've already kind of like, all right, I'm bored of this one. What's the next one? I think I got up to season, like towards the end of season 3, and I was kind of over it. I did start and finish the first season of Dave on Hulu, which is Lil Dicky's show. My friend gave me his Hulu password on the grounds that I watched that show. So that's probably the most recent show I've watched. I liked it. I liked the humor a lot, but I didn't like Lil Dicky's character. He was like entitled and not humble, and he didn't treat his friends well at all. Like, I felt like I wasn't rooting for him. I was rooting for the whole... It was kind of like, okay, you know how in Orange is the New Black, how like Piper's the main character, but she just becomes so annoying, but the supporting cast is what makes the show so good? I feel like that's how I felt about this show. Would I recommend it? I don't know, if you want. I also went home this past weekend for my birthday. My mom has started watching Queer Eye, and she's like in love with it, and she was like, you gotta watch like one episode with me and you'll be hooked. So we watched one episode, and I love it. I'm probably gonna start watching it. I think the 2 episodes that we watched, it was funny because they were kind of like dud episodes. Like neither of us even got like verklempt at all. And I know that's the point of Queer Eye, was supposed to be like these like life makeovers, not just physical makeovers. But I think Queer Eye is one of those where I'll watch like maybe like a season and then be bored of it, because I was already getting frustrated with the fact that they had one guy doing full-on home renovations, full-on kitchen renovations, and then the other guys would be like, here's how to make sangria. Here's how to wear a blazer with a button up underneath. And then there's another guy who's like, I set up a Facebook page for you. Meanwhile, this guy is full-on demoing bathrooms, redoing living rooms, and the other guys could have all of their positions combined into one. I don't know. I just thought it was like, it felt lopsided. Like Bobby, I think that's his name, Bobby. You're doing great, sweetie. You're doing all the work. Keep it up. Gotta salt your cucumbers. Don't be afraid of seasoning on your salad. Doesn't have to be just plain lettuce, ladies and mom and gentlemen. Another fun thing that I'm gonna try to get into was, for my birthday, I was gifted some rollerblades. Shout out Andrew. And all I've been saying this whole summer is, I just want to go roller skating down the beach. I just want to be a cool blader girl. So now that I finally have some rollerblades, I took it out for the first time, and it was terrifying. I think I started going down a hill and I couldn't stop, and I just had to I was starting to panic, and I had to tell myself, calm down, you'll just keep riding, it'll slow down, just wait for it to slow down. So I realized I will not be ready to start blading again, brink style, until I get some knee pads.
Skate better.
Skate better. Skate better. Mom, skate better. Well, there you go. All I have to do is skate better.
But just this past weekend, I did stop at Big 5 and got a children's set of knee pads and wrist guards. So prepare for some rollerblading action in the future. This is just leftover salami from one of my many charcuterie boards. I am concerned that people now expect me to make them charcuterie boards when they come visit me, because I've already had 2 friends say, like, oh, I heard you have meat and cheese at your house. When can I come over? Like, ma'am, it's expensive. I don't know. Maybe never. Our salads are all assembled, so I'm just gonna make the dressing. The last topping on our salads is actually sun-dried tomatoes, but I like to use the olive oil from the sun-dried tomatoes for our dressing. So I'm gonna drain these and put the tomatoes on top, and then we'll make the dressing. That is so redundant, but whatever. So for our DIY Italian, I believe it's 1.5 parts olive oil to 1/2 part apple cider vinegar. But I kind of just like taste and go as I go. So if this is our 1.5, we're just gonna add a little bit of vinegar. Oh, my cats. And just a little bit of Dijon mustard to kind of like balance out the tanginess. I believe it's supposed to be like a teaspoon, but I like it kind of mustardy. Then a little bit of salt, and I have Italian seasoning, which I'll put in the actual dressing and then top the salads with as well. So I don't think that's enough for 6 salads, so I'm just gonna kind of keep playing with it, adding a little bit more and making it what I want. Now we're moving on to dinner. So for dinner this week, we're gonna do some chicken bowls. So instead of rice, I use cauliflower rice and chopped up broccoli because it gives the same feel as rice, but it's more vegetables, and some chopped up chicken, and then I make like a little type of teriyaki sauce. I don't even think it's teriyaki sauce, but you'll see how I make it. So that's gonna be for dinner this week. So I guess the last exciting thing going on in my life is that I got an apartment. Make sure to check out my apartment hunting video. Because spoiler, the apartment that I end up getting is actually right here in my complex, and it's very similar to my current sublet right now, so I'm really excited about that. What's gonna be weird though is that I don't know how I'm gonna continue with these meal prep videos because the kitchen is weird. Like this is, I think this is called a galley kitchen. The kitchen in my next place, it's like up against a wall that way, so I might have to get like an island or something and face the camera or something. I don't know. That'll be a fun new adventure though to figure out. I think what I'm excited about is that I've never truly like lived completely alone and had full autonomy over, you know, what I'm allowed to do with my space. And so kind of in the sense of like how I also just did another video. God, this is like just self-promo. Go watch my other videos. But kind of like I was saying with like my personal style video where I'm trying to figure out my personal style, I'm really trying to do the same thing with interior design, because it's like I've never really gotten my own space besides like my bedroom at home to really do what I wanted to do. But even then, like it wasn't my choice of furniture. Like when I had moved out and then moved back in, like my mom had repainted and gotten like her own pieces. So I'm excited to like see what I can create and see what kind of space I can create that makes me feel, you know, imaginative and creative, but also functional and get stuff done. Where's my cutting board? And now I'm just gonna chop up some chicken and take a thumbnail. This is real life of being a YouTuber, you guys. Giving you a real life look. This is not enough chicken. I don't know where I went wrong. Well, I did my best. And now for our sauce. It's not really a dressing. I don't know. I kind of just do whatever I feel like with these ingredients. I have sesame oil, soy sauce. God, why can't I think of that? More apple cider vinegar for a little bit of tang. I would recommend rice vinegar, but I was like, vinegar's vinegar. I don't want to buy extra ingredients. Fun fact about me, one of my favorite smells in the entire world is sesame oil. Sesame oil, a little bit of vinegar just to kind of cut it, some garlic salt, and then some red red chili peppers. With this, you can add like cornstarch or flour if you wanted to like thicken it up and kind of like simmer it, but this works just fine for me. All right, and that is the last of our dinner. I'm missing a lid. I'm missing two. No, now my big fridge reveal isn't gonna be as aesthetically pleasing if I have to use plastic wrap. But you gotta do what you gotta do. So let me plastic wrap these, then I'll show you my fridge reveal. Yeah. All right, and here is the final result. Wow. Wow. So pretty. All right, guys, thanks for joining me for another Meal Prep Monday. If you liked this video and want to see more of it, make sure to like and subscribe below. And tune in next time and see what other stuff I ramble about as I cook for the week. So thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles! I'm gonna straight up be Gabriella from Brink. Ooh, minus that part where she full on falls on rocks and like scrapes up her arm and can't compete in the competition. You guys know what I'm talking about.